Women doctors, we hear you. We know your struggles. We know what it's like to be a female doctor in this dominant world. And guess what? Dr. Summer Caswell and myself teamed up together and created Women Dentists Connect. We wanted to create a safe, educational, and inspirational place to come and ask those crazy questions that you don't want to ask. We know that being a female doctor is different than it is for male doctors. You just have different issues, different questions, different concerns. So Dr. Summer Caswell and I are actually hosting a live event in beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona on October 11th and 12th. This is for women doctors and their teams. We're talking business. We're talking issues that female doctors face. We're talking team breakouts, how to really rally your team. And we're giving you hundreds of tangibles that you can take home and implement Monday morning. We're also having an amazing lineup of speakers where you'll actually get CE for attending. So come on in. We can't wait to see you. We only have a handful of people that we're allowing in. So run on over to womendentistsconnect.com. Use the coupon code podcast to get the Dental 18 family coupon. Guys, I cannot wait. I would love to see you there. I'd love to connect with you, learn from you, and share. So hop on over Women Dentists Connect. I can't wait to see you in October. Hey everyone, welcome to the Dental 18 podcast. We're your hosts, Kiera Dent
and Dr. Mark Costas.
Mark and I had this crazy idea that maybe we could combine a dentist and a team member's perspective because let's face it, dentistry can be a challenging profession with those two perspectives. And Dental 18 podcast was created.
I'm a practicing dentist, a multiple practice owner, a dental performance coach, and the founder of the Dental Success Institute.
I've been a dental assistant, treatment coordinator, scheduler, biller, office manager, current practice owner, and international dental consultant. Mark and I don't just understand you, we are you.
Our goal is to positively impact the world of dentistry by sharing our lessons learned from the road in hundreds of dental offices.
Two perspectives, one mission, to help dental professionals reach their full potential. Welcome to the Dental 18 podcast. Hello, Dental 18 listeners. This is Kiera, and today I'm going to do a quick episode of a topic that just came up in an office. And so I'll kind of diagnose the office with you guys and then tell you some of the things that we did in hopes that it'll help you. So I was in an office. We were in downtown New Jersey, pretty close to New York, not far from Newark Airport, about 20 minutes away. So pretty close. And we were realizing we were gathering a lot of new patients, but we were losing these patients at the same time. So the attrition was pretty high at this practice and we didn't know why. And I started realizing, you know what? We tend to follow norms across the board. So we have extended hours. We've got this, we've got that. And I started working with this office, and I worked with another office in Tenafly, New Jersey, and I did a similar thing with them. And what I started realizing is for all of us, one of the biggest things I think we need to do is to create our avatar for what we're looking for. Our ideal patient, who are they? What are their pain points? What do they like to do? Who are they? So in the office in Tenafly, what I did is I actually spent a whole exercise with them, and we went over and figured out who their ideal patient was. What does this patient look like? What kind of car do they drive? Similar to my podcast with Desiree Yazdan, we literally came up with two of their avatars because they had two different marketing plans. They had their general patient, but they also had an implant patient. And so they wanted to have different avatars because honestly, the marketing for a general patient in this practice versus the marketing for an implant patient looked differently. And it was super cool because this office had like a marketing flyer that they'd been sending out for months, like they're spending a lot of money. And then we realized we were just marketing to the masses. We weren't actually intentional. So I worked with this team and we worked heavily on building an avatar. So if you guys don't know your avatar, build your avatar. It was super cool too because the girl doing social media in that practice, she was like, this helps me so much because now I can actually write posts to this person and we're going to start attracting the people we really want as opposed to just making a post for the sake of making a post. Their postcards completely changed. Their swag for the office completely changed because their avatar changed. We named their two avatars. We had Madison for their general and Charlie for their implant patient. And it was funny because as we were naming this person, we listed off a whole bunch of names and the whole office, there's about 25 people there. It was crazy cool because all of them unanimously selected both the names. Like you just knew who this person was going to be. So now she's like, okay, I'm going to write to this. And we'd say like, would Madison choose this postcard? Would Charlie choose this postcard? What would Madison look at? What would Charlie look at? Based on this person, because this person now just became a real person. So then they knew exactly who they were looking for. We listed off the pain points of their ideal avatar. That way we knew, okay, so for Madison, it's going to be time. It's going to be ease and convenience. It's going to be all these different things. What things would she like? She's probably going to take a coffee tumbler. If we do a raffle in our office for a quarterly drawing, what is it going to look like? What type of prizes would actually attract Madison to tell her friends about it? Because we want more of her. What's going to attract Charlie? Also, Charlie's probably not going to be on Instagram, but Madison's dad, which is the implant person, or her grandfather, would be Charlie. So we're going to talk to Madison in our social media to get to our implant patient of Charlie. So do you guys see how by building an avatar, you're now able to fine tune in your marketing and figure out those pain points? So once they realized who their people were of their ideal patient, they now have just changed. They revamped everything. Instead of doing pens and different things, they realized natural grocery bags would be the better option. Coffee tumblers. Also the prizes for like when you refer in, she's not going to want Dunkin' Donuts. She's going to want Whole Foods. There'll be different things that these people want because we're attracting a different person. That office had a second location. That location did not have the same avatar. That location did not have a Madison or a Charlie. They had somebody else. I think we chose Izzy was the name. And Izzy was hipster and Izzy liked these different things. So Izzy's going to want to go to the yoga gym and Izzy's going to want to have like downtown hip, like coffee bar downtown. So all these things, like it became a totally different marketing plan based on the people we were marketing to. So at the other office that I was at, I realized that they were getting 100 new patients, but they were losing a lot of patients. And I started asking them like, okay, what are the pain points of your patients? Why are patients leaving the practice? What's going on? And we realized parking because they're downtown. Evening hours, we didn't have enough of those. And also that we were expensive. We're a fee-for-service office, but we weren't offering like a lot of posh items. So I started thinking, holy moly. Okay, if those are the pain points of this person, we can't just have one column of hygiene that goes into evening. We can't have only a few evening hours. If our client base is telling us this, we need to accommodate. So in the next 6 weeks, maybe 2 months, we're going to work on getting 4 to 5 columns of hygiene that run from about 5 to 8 p.m. every single night in this area. Why be open all the other hours of the day when it's really not going to benefit? Why not cater to what our patients actually want? If they need parking, beautiful. We could do additional things. We could go rent parking spot spaces. We could also look into Ubering our patients, especially if we're fee for service and we're charging fee for service prices. We could probably fit that into our overhead. So like trying some of these things, they recommend that you always have 3 ideas working for a 1 to 3 month time period. So with that said, we're going to try some of these ideas. If we're catering to our prime patient, we found out their pain points, not the pain points of general patients across the board. General patients across the board have dental fear. They want ease of convenience, blah, blah, blah. I don't care what everybody else wants. I want to know what your ideal patient wants. Dentists across the nation have general issues. I need to know what my dentists and my team members on Dental A Team, what their main pain points are. Not everyone's going to love my podcast. Not everyone's going to love the things I talk about, and that's okay. Hopefully everybody does. Hopefully we get all team members, and this is a great space for team members to come. But at the end of the day, I know this isn't going to connect with all doctors. But yet, the people that I really want will come here, and they're going to tell their friends, and they're going to grow this because I'm actually speaking to the people that I need to be speaking to. You guys, in your Instagram posts, in your Facebook posts, on your website, on your hours, on the pain points of your practice, go and do an activity. So what I'm going to challenge all of you to do is, number 1, create an avatar for your practice. Do this as a team. Get your whole team involved. Who is the avatar? Name this avatar. Make them into a person. What do they drive? What do they look like? What do they wear? What things do they like to do? What are their fears? What are their pain points? Really hone in on the pain points. And then start marketing to that. Start answering those questions and start figuring out how your practice could change to adapt and to accommodate the ideal patient that you're trying to do. You might have a few ideal patients, just like this office. They had their general patient and they also had their implant patient. They're going to have 2 different marketing tactics. That's okay. You've got to market to who you actually want to have in there if you're going to get the results of what you want. But then look at your practice. What are you doing that's going to attract this person to your practice? I want you to seriously, physically grab the pen and paper, write out the pain points of your patient. Write them out. Figure out what they are. Have your team collaborate with you. Team members will come to this, and it's so much fun to get that collaborative spirit going, because once you figure out the pain points of it, you then work to solve it. You're not going to sell to them, but you're going to speak to them. You're going to educate them, because you now know what to write about. Instead of writing to the entire world, you've narrowed it down to the person you want to actually write to. You've narrowed down your practice to who you want in there. And it can change. It doesn't have to be perfect, so don't stress about it. But I want all of you to get your avatars, figure them out. Like this week, write this down or put it on the list to do it at your next monthly meeting or whenever you want to do it. It should only take you we did it within 30 minutes to an hour, depending upon the size of your practice. So write down who this person is. You should know everything about them. I want you to be able to have a visual of who this person is. And then I actually want you to make a visual. I want you to name this person. I loved, there was a company, they're a CRM company, and they had Ian on the internet. That was their avatar. So it's also super cool. You can also do this for like employees that you want to hire. So this company was for Ian on the internet. We have somebody for our consultant. I haven't named this person yet. I need to. But Ian on the internet, and they said like he has like 5 years of data web development, or I honestly don't know half the words that they used. He knows how to do programming for this long. He also loves to have long walks on the beach by himself. He loves to play video games in his parents' basement. Like they literally wrote out who this person is, because then they can write ads to attract this person, and they know exactly who they're looking for. And I loved it because you can build avatars for who you want to hire. You can build avatars for your ideal patient, because then you really become intentional on what you're looking for. So with that said, I want all of you, write out who your ideal patient is right now, get it out and name them, and then get a picture of who this person looks like. You can draw it, you can sketch it. It could be a cartoon. I don't care what you do, but I want everyone, and then hang it in where like your production board is for your morning huddle. Because if you guys see this person all the time, you start to talk to them that way. You start to act that way, because it becomes a real person, and then you start to attract those patients into your practice. I also want all of you to list off the pain points for this patient. Figure out what the pain points are. And then next, I want you to map out some ideas that you could do for marketing for this month, next month, and the following month. So a 3-month time period of marketing specifically to these avatars. What would this person want? What would they like? What would be referral things that they would do? What would be drawings that they would do? What activities would they want to do? What posting would they want to hear? Write this out, but you're going to be answering pain points and things that they would like. Start to look. And then I also want you, the last thing I would like you to do is to look at what you're currently doing in your practice that should change, and be okay to change it, because if you're not innovating, you're going to die. So what things are your postcard mailers out of date? Is your website, does it need to be revamped? Is your swag out of date? Is the decor of your practice out of date for the person you're looking for? What's going on in your practice that you could change to attract the people you're looking for? Is it like this other office where you realize, hey, we need parking, we need evening hours. We're going to try it, and we're going to open up tons and tons and tons of evening hygiene to attract the person that we want. And we're going to make their life super posh because we're fee for service. They can go to 100 different offices around us, but they're going to come here because their life is so easy. What is it? What do they need? Figure that out. If you guys can do this exercise, I guarantee you your social media posting will improve, your marketing will improve, your dentistry will improve, and your practice will improve, because everyone's laser focused on exactly who we're looking for. We named this person. We can refer back to this person. We can change this person. We know this person's pain points. So we start to be super intentional on what we're doing. Guys, go try it out. I know you're going to find a lot of happiness. It's going to be a fun activity. It'll be a bonding activity. I want to hear this. So send them on over to hello@thedentalateam.com. And that way I can hear. Send me your avatars. It's fun. It's super fun. We'll put up some samples when we get them as well, so you guys can see others. But let's do this exercise as a Dental A Team family. I know you guys will benefit from it. So go take this action item it out. You guys know that I'm really big on execution. So go get it done. Get those avatars, shoot me a text, email me. I'd love to hear from all of you. And I look forward to chatting with you guys next time on the Dental A Team podcast.
And that wraps it up for another episode of the Dental A Team podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.